Hey, what is up everybody? This is Mark, and today I'm going to review the file for this dog bank with you. It's going to be a lot of fun to make. It's going to be really easy, but let me give you a couple of tips and tricks along the way. First of all, here's the entire file zoomed out, and you can cut this whole thing from 2 sheets of 1/4 inch, actually less than 2 sheets, 1 sheet of 1/8 inch material, and then 1/3 of a sheet of clear acrylic. All right, so let's start with that. And unlike the other videos I've done, I'm going to start by talking about the door, the optional door that goes in the back. I'm going to start talking about that first. So let me grab these pieces, go all the way down to the front, the left side of this document, and I'm going to paste these on here. Let's talk about these. So this door is optional, but it really is easy to make, and it makes it easier to get the money out than ever before. So if you want to use this, here's what you want to do first. This piece right here that I'm got highlighted is the first piece, which is the back piece of the dog bank. And again, I recommend that you cut this out of 1/4 inch as well as the next 3 spacers. So this one and the next 3 all out of 1/4 inch. And then if you want to use the door, you're going to go ahead and cut this piece right here, this oval, cut it out when you cut this one. But the red one, I want you to score, okay? Over here, I have it labeled as green. Forgive me, when I was working on this file, I changed the colors. But let me repeat. This half circle is scored, not cut. And the black circle is cut, okay? And then we'll be looking at right now the back of the bank here. In other words, not from the front, looking for the back. And then what you do is you take this skinnier U right here that fits exactly inside that scored area, glue that on there. Glue this next one right on top of it and align them at the top and at the bottom so that the last one you put on overhangs and creates a little bit of a lip for this, or a slot. Then this purple circle is the knob, and you take these two, glue them together, and then this thing just goes right down in here just like this as a door. Now bear in mind that, again, we're looking at the back of the dog right now. So you're going to want to paint the other side of this door because you're going to see that. So paint it the same side or the same color as the belly of the dog there, okay? All right, so I'm going to undo all this, put this back where we found it, and continue talking about the rest of the file. So next thing I want to point out again is I recommend that these 4 pieces right here all be cut out of 1/4 inch material, okay? 1/4 inch. And what I'd like to see you do is this. You cut out the back piece first, then you take your spacers. I'd like to see you stack that one and then another spacer, and then the one with the ears, we're going to put the 4th up from the bottom, okay? Because that'll place the ears closer to the front of the face. I think it'll look better. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, all 1/4 inch. This is 1/8 inch clear acrylic. Put this one on next, just like that. And then we'll grab all these pieces here. And by the way, I included this piece over here. It is totally optional, but sometimes some people have wanted an additional spacer that doesn't have the slot in the top, so I included it. If you don't care about that, you can skip that piece entirely, okay? I'm going to cut those and bring them down here. And all of these can be cut out of 1/8 inch with the exception of this one right here. This is the base. And I want you to cut this one out of 1/4 inch also. And before you cut it, you need to measure your materials and you need to adjust this slot to match whatever your material measures, okay? So again, that's 1/4 inch. And the rest of these are all 1/8, all right? So you're going to take this one now and put this one on top of the clear acrylic, like that. And when you cut these, you'll have the eyes separate as well. So you'll be able to paint them all separately and then drop them back in. Let me make a note about the pupils, or the black parts of the eye here. You guys can put those in whatever angle you want. Like if you want them looking up like this, make sure you move those before you cut them, because this is going to be a permanent place wherever they're cut, all right? Wherever you want to put those, you can. So then you've put on this front piece right here. And then the next piece you put on is what I call the muzzle, or the mouth, which is this one right here. And it has these yellow or kind of brown circles in them. You can score those or you can cut those, whichever you prefer. It looks fine either way. That goes right on like this. And then this is the tongue here. The tongue will drop right in like that. And then you got the nose, goes right there. And the last thing you have is the paws. And of course you can see where they go. This one goes here. This one rotates and goes over here. something like that. You glue that on. You'll be able to paint the pads of the foot a different color if you want. And that goes there. And then the last one, of course, you can guess where that one goes, right over here. And that is all it takes to put together the dog bank. Again, make sure that you measure your materials and adjust the slot there. And also make sure that you don't cut this piece unless you need it, unless you want it. And you can opt to use the door or not. If you choose not to use it, do not cut these pieces that are in this back piece, okay? But other than that, it is super easy to make and it's a lot of fun. So let me know if you have any questions. And as always, share pictures because I'd love to see what you guys do with this one.